Good morning. Me and my wife went out to New Mexico. A little bit of a drive to Mineral Creek, not far from Catwalk. We're going to show you a pretty cool little area. Instead of a scouting video, this is more of a hike, but it'll be fun. You drive about 7 miles down a pretty good road, and you hit Trail 201 in New Mexico, Mineral Creek. And there'll be a corral and stuff. So the trail starts going uphill a little, and you're on this side, and you hear the water down there and see that there's water running. There's the trail. Now we're by the creek. I'm glad there's lots of shade because it's going to be hot on the way out. Lots of trees, lots of shade. So people do fish this creek. It's got Gila trout in it. Here's our first little river crossing. Now I see some fish. These aren't trout yet, but lots of little fish. Crossing the creek again. So far I kept dry. Just a neat part of the trail with all the trees and the creek. We're the only ones on the trail this morning. No one else is here. There's a guy camped at the beginning, but no one's hiking it. I think we're going to head into the slot or the narrows. Kind of cool rock formations. A lot of these canyons in Arizona and New Mexico get lots of these wild grapes growing. It's kind of a cool little rock formation. I like the narrow canyons like this. They're just cool looking. Just more. It almost looks wet. I wonder if it is or just from rain yesterday. So far the trail is nice. Easy to follow. So that is dripping. I don't know if it's from rain or if it always drips, but it's kind of neat. Big old tree and some pools. It's just real pretty in here. Crossing the river again. So it does remind me of Catwalk. I've never been here. My son's been here and he really loved it. I've always wanted to try it. Except for smaller stream and way less people. We even have heart-shaped puddles here. Here now, the trail's kind of just in the river. You definitely get your feet all wet if you're coming in spring. That's pretty though. Little waterfall and rock formations. More neat rock formations and little waterfalls. So the farther we go in, the bigger the fish get. They're getting bigger and bigger, little Gila trout. Almost a mile in, not quite. And they're just nice and cool and shady down in these areas, right along the creek. We're out of the narrows. Here's some of the old, we'll get back in to be a lot of artifacts from the mine. They used to have a little mine back in here, some buildings and stuff. I'm not sure what this is. It might be a safe, I'm not sure. It's got hinges on it. No treasure in it though. Oh, that scared me. A bear just walk forward. A bear just jumped out of these berry bushes, raspberry bushes. Scared me. There's a little guy. Look at all these berries. He's in here enjoying a feast. Okay, I was wrong. It's a coatimundi. I just saw him for a second. Now I see him in the tree right there. Saw a flash of him. I thought it was a little bear. See him, honey? I haven't seen one of these guys in a while. I wonder if they'll stay on. Let me pull out all my equipment. You just film him. Oh, he's gone. Old pipes and stuff. You got a lot of that in Catwalk from the mines.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun to see a coatimundi. I haven't seen one in a while. When I first saw it, I just saw a brown thing jump out of the bush. I thought it was a little bear, but it wasn't. It was a coatimundi. And he was eating those blackberries, though. I just tried to climb up the hill to get a better picture of him, but I didn't see him again. One time when we were at Catwalk, we saw this smallest bear I've ever seen. The thing was tiny. So there are bears in here. I've been worried about mainly snakes and flash flooding. That's why we hiked early, beat the storms. We're about halfway, so let's keep going. I'm up on a part where this water over time just carved its way right into this stone. Kind of neat. Look at that. There's a bunch more of these blackberries. Tons of them. We're back into a little bit of a narrow section. So through this whole section, there really is no trail. You're just walking in the river. So in the spring, you'll get real wet probably. Oh, black-tailed rattlesnake. He's a big one. His head was clear over on this side. That's why. I almost stepped on him. He didn't rattle. He didn't do anything. There's his black-tail. He's a big old rattlesnake. Probably a 3 or 4 footer. It's in the trail. Oh, he's moving a little bit. See him moving just slightly. Told you, rattlesnakes and flash flooding. 2 things I was worried about. Alright. He started rattling, we both ran. It was loud. So, one of our worries came true. That was a big black-tailed rattlesnake right in the trail. I came real close to stepping on him. My wife says I gotta be careful, make sure I watch where I step now. I'm always looking out. Habit of shed hunting. Always looking not where my feet go. So, hopefully we don't run into flash flooding too. Another creek crossing. We've been crossing a bunch, but we kept our feet dry the whole time so far. Here's some more remains of an old time during the mining of this area. We just walked through a thick part where it was hard to see the trail and came to this pretty little area. There's just more old stuff, artifacts. Over there's a little campground. More artifacts. We're in where it's kind of open now and out of the narrows, and it's a bigger canyon. Here's some more old mining stuff. I want to get back to here where the old steam engine is. I saw it. So we'll go that far in this little like adobe thing or brick thing. There's a rock wall. And it's just a big open canyon with lots of trees now. Some more rocks, remnants of the old mining days. This is from the mine. An old steam engine up there. It's kind of cool looking. I don't know if I should go up there and show you more or not. Part of an old door. Old pipes from the mining days again. Right in the river. From the Catwalk, they had that on the side of the mountain. That's what they walked on. So about 2.5 miles in, you hit the Cooney site. There's some more mining sites up here. It's a nice hike. I didn't get my feet wet. Beautiful along the river. I may show you a few things on the way out. Watch out for snakes though. The wire cable. And here's some of the old mining buildings up close. Not much left here. I think if you go farther on, there's more in a different mine. Metal pipe. There's our doorway. stuff in it. I found gold, I'm rich. Not really. Here's a closer look at this old steam engine. Kind of neat old thing. I can't see anything in there. Alright, this is the kind of the end of the Cooney mine site, 2.5 miles in, like I said. Here's a old steam engine. If you go farther and there's more mining stuff, we're going to turn around and head out. And we'll probably won't show you much on the way out, but we'll see. Here's a little part we didn't see on the way in, just a couple of little waterfalls there. Right there. Into a deeper swimming hole. There's not very many deep holes in this one like that. Other creeks like Catwalk you could swim. I don't see very many swimming spots. But you could swim in this one. Back to the narrow. Wasn't too far. We'll be in the shade in the canyon, that's nice. And back to this part where it carved out these little narrow channels. And here's another deep enough to swim part. I just wanted to show you this big tree. It's kind of cool. These are my favorite parts of the trail where you're walking and you're all covered in shade and there's trees everywhere. We're probably over halfway back, hopefully. Almost that. Right along the trail there's this burnt out tree that's kind of neat. You can see down in there. It doesn't look the same on my screen, but this is just really neat. Shady, pretty, cool. I thought that was a cool big butterfly. It flew away. I think we're almost out. We just ran across our first other hikers. That's a big difference between this and Catwalk. We would have passed hundreds of hikers. Well, maybe not hundreds, but lots of hikers at Catwalk. One other group of hikers so far. There's a natural arch. I didn't see it coming in, but headed out right there. I just missed the trail, so I'm showing you a little bit. The trail is actually really good. It's pretty easy to follow. I don't know how I missed it, but there it is up there. So, awesome trail. I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. Not hard. Great. Wasn't too hot, but a little bit hot if we got out any later. This would be a really, really pretty trail in October when all the leaves are changing. A fall trail would be awesome. But still, it was a great trail. We did pass one family. Great little family hike. But watch out for snakes.